We are recording our meeting with Andy from DNA. He's going to talk to us a little bit about nutrition. For the end of our training here, we are excitingly 10 days away from the Plainfield Harvest 5K. We're very excited that it's still planning on being in person.
Yeah.
So we're all pumped for that, but we wanted to lean on your expertise about kind of leading up to race day nutrition here.
Sure. So you guys are doing, what time slot are you guys doing? Are you trying to get in one time slot for your team?
Our team is going at 9:15.
Oh, we'll be 9:10, so we'll see you. We'll be right in front of you.
Well, all right then. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have, I think we have 5.
Nope, we have 7. Well, no, we have 6 because Katie is not going to be running, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, that'll be fun. I'm not sure how many people we have. It just depends on Kathy Crawford's our group gatherer. So knowing her, she'll probably get like cousins and uncles, and we'll have probably like 40 people. Who knows? I don't know.
She'll fill up the 50-person spot.
Yeah, she knows a lot of people, and she's good at getting them to do things if she wants it done. So yeah, I'm sure we'll have a big team because of her, though. Okay, so race time nutrition. Like, do you have any specific questions about nutrition leading up to the race, or just general stuff? Or?
So I put out the question to see if anybody had specific questions, and Kit was actually our only one with a specific question because she has recently, like in the last 6 months, switched to a vegan plant-based diet. So
sure.
She hasn't done a race yet being on her plant-based diet. So she was kind of looking for a little bit of advice of like night before, a couple nights before type of things that she should be taking in. And then I think everybody else is just kind of curious about those few days leading up. How should they really themselves?
Well, to answer the vegan question for Kit, a long time ago, I was toying around. Actually, when I was running at my best, I was toying around with a vegan with just barely any meat in their diet. So I wasn't completely vegan, but I was eliminated most meats from my routine. And I found a great book called Thrive Diet. It was written by a 100% vegan Ironman professional triathlete. So a guy that, is at the top of his game and training for the longest of endurance races you can possibly do with an Ironman. So he had some great insight into vegan eating and whatnot. So that's a great resource, is Thrive Diet. I can't remember the guy's name, but he makes a whole line of vegan products you can find at like Whole Foods and stuff now. But I will say that I did feel like when I was vegan, I was recovering a lot faster. Which is huge, especially as you get older. I was able to recover for, future workouts because I tend to be sore a lot more so than when I was younger and it takes me like maybe 3 days between hard efforts to be ready to go again. I'm not like ready to go like a day later or even 2 days later. So that was really helping me recover, and recovery was huge because if you recover, then you're going to be able to do another workout sooner and hopefully better quality. So definitely the recovery part was, and one of the things I remember specifically it said in the book was taking things in pretty quickly after a hard effort or a workout. There's like about a 45-minute window after a intense workout where you want to get nutrients back into your body so the body can start the recovery process. But you want something that's not really hard to digest. Then your body has to determine, okay, do I want to spend my energy to digest this stuff that they just put into me, or do I want to use as much of that as fuel as possible right now and save the energy to recover the muscles? So like blended smoothies are the way to go, with some protein in there was, from what they recommended, the way to go. And I think that really did help quite a bit. And then to touch base on, so you're getting at the end of your cycle, which is tricky. You don't want to so my coach always used to say in college, I ran at North Central College in Naperville, great coach there. He always would say, every practice is a dress rehearsal for the big day. So when you get to whatever your goal was for you guys, it was this race. So you want to, each week when you're practicing, You want to practice every little thing that you do. You know, you want to practice what you would wear for the race to make sure you're not going to chase. You want to make sure you practice running at that time of day to make sure that, you know, your body's accustomed to running at that time of day. So all the little things go into the equation. So you want to make your mistakes early. Same with eating. So if you ate something and you went for a run, you're like, wow, that really made me have to go to the bathroom, or had a bad cramp. You know, you figure out what you ate and then try again with something else the next time until you feel like, wow, okay, I feel good. Then you want to stick with that routine. That's one less thing you have to worry about. So you should be confident as much as you can be going into the final event, because you've done all your homework, you've done all the dress rehearsals, from everything to the training, to what you wear, to what you eat. So at this point, I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you need to go eat as much pasta as you possibly can, and then you're going to be golden. Because, you know, if you haven't been doing that, you may come try to find me at DNA and be like, I had to go to the bathroom the entire time. Thank you very much for making me eat pasta. So yeah, there is no set diet I would recommend at this point, but so yeah, that's kind of my feedback on that.
Awesome. How about like kind of like maybe not specific foods, but makeup of like the meal, probably the meals like the day before, like
Sure.
what should we look at as far as like carbs, proteins, that kind of the makeup of the meal really?
Sure. So I can tell you what's worked for me the best. And I took a lot of stock in what I read in a couple books, one of them being the Thrive Diet, which was the vegan-based one. And then I read a paleo-based one by another very reputable high-end athlete at the top of his game as well. So I would say basically, for me, what worked the best was I need protein, and I know I need protein. I'm just someone that always has needed protein. I get a little bit jittery if I don't have protein. Some people may not say that, but so I like things that are very easy to digest, that aren't going to mess up my body. So for me, eggs is a great one for in the morning because they contain a lot of protein. They're very easy to digest. They don't take up a lot of room in your stomach. It's a great race day food. Bananas, like half a banana is another nice one in there. You just want to stay away from, you know, anything that's too fibrous, like orange juices, anything that's too dairy heavy, like milks and things like that on the day of the race. And then carb loading, I can get into a little theory on that. And some people may disagree with that. And some people are very big into the carb loading, but it kind of goes back to, okay, so when you put anything in your body, similar to like a car, when you're putting gas into a car, you want to put as premium of gas into the car as possible if you have a really nice car and you want it to perform at its best. So the same thing would go with what you're putting into your body. So carb loading, you know, pasta, basically it's just a bunch of starches and wheats, and it's hard to digest, and there's not a ton of nutrients in it other than just the carbs. So your body then has to use a little bit more energy than maybe it wants to burn off this heavy meal of bread and carbs. And you weren't really putting anything like vitamins and minerals and nutrients to a certain extent into your body. So I'm more of a fan of the Thrive Diet technique, which is more you eat easy to digest foods the days before that you go through your system pretty easily, but are very nutrient rich. So for me, nothing beats just a nice big salad with some chicken and some almonds and some other protein, maybe some avocado in there. So that's the kind of stuff that I found works best for me. But yeah, there are some people that I've seen on their way to like the Boston Marathon on the bus ride. You have to take a bus out to Boston and it's like 3 hours for your race, and they're like eating pancakes. Like they just have bags of pancakes and they're just eating carbs. In my mind, I'm just thinking, all right, your body now is going to have to digest that and spend some energy digesting that. So that's my train of thought when it comes to leading up to the race and things like that. But it's very subjective to the people's personal preference as well. Like I said, at this point, don't try anything too crazy. But going forward, I would recommend trying, you know, start with maybe something right after you work out, get something in your body and see if that helps you recover quicker. And then go from there, then maybe start making some other changes in your routine. But yeah, for me, I like to take a protein in within 45 minutes of the workout, but then you get pretty hungry pretty quick after that when you've worked out hard. So a protein shake's only going to get you so far. So about an hour later, that's when I throw in like a nice hearty salad with the chickens and the avocado and stuff like that to get a little bit more substance and meat and things like that. So yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know, but it's so hard with everyone's eating preferences to have one specific. I'm just kind of giving you what's worked best for me in my running career and what diets have seemed to, make me perform at my best level.
No, that's perfect. We part of our training program is an 8-week training program. So part of our program is encouraging to at least journal what they've been eating, so that they can make note of like the way our thing is set up is like, what did I eat? What did I do that day? And how did I feel? So the encouraging part behind it was to, oh, my run did not go well that day. What did I eat before it? What did I eat the day before? What did I eat after? All of that, so that they can kind of track that and figure out, what it is that's working and what it is that isn't.
Cool.
So
the biggest thing is, a lot of people will have a bad setback when it comes to they ate something bad and they had a bad workout because they had a stomach cramp, or maybe they just didn't pace themselves properly on that workout and they just had a bad day. And it's easy to get frustrated at things like that, but you got to look at it on the positive side. Is that, was that your big goal day? No, that was just a practice day. Your goal day hasn't happened yet. So you're learning all these little things that are going to help you for the, like the final test for your final race. So all these little things, you'd rather have them go wrong in training than, when you get to the end. So you should take confidence in knowing that, hey, I did this, I made a mistake, I mispaced myself, or I didn't get enough sleep, or I was dehydrated, or whatever it is. And then you can learn from that and grow. So yeah, mistakes definitely are not bad in your training. They're going to happen. And as long as you learn from them, that's all that really matters.
Awesome. Kit, did you have any other questions?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm fairly good about all, the plant-based stuff I'm eating right now. I just like, I think my only thing is the little burst of energy that I might need, but I don't know if there's any additional thing I can actually have besides like, some coffee or something to like get that burst of energy I need.
I found matcha works really well, the matcha powder. So like I like just a little bit of honey with some matcha or just something. I don't do well with caffeine myself because of acid reflux. So I need to find other like more natural forms. Yerba mate is another one that's like a just basically a tea leaf that's really high in like natural caffeine. So so I've had some really good workouts with that as well. So yeah, there's a few things out there that'll just give you a little bitty burst besides caffeine. If you're a caffeine person, then go ahead. But yeah, it just hurts my throat too much. I can't do it.
At least I won't be pushing a stroller, thankfully.
Oh yeah. Someone's watching the kids. That's nice.
It's allowed at the race this year.
Well, yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll be right in front of you guys, so we'll wait for you to finish with a cold beer maybe to celebrate.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. And I know the packet pickup is all at DNA leading up to it, right? The week before next week, just like your normal hours. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, I think was the packet pickup days.
Kathy is in charge of all that, but I know that our hours are 10 to 8. And then on the weekend, I think we just started packet pickup this weekend because they were stuffing today. So I think they're ready to go now.
Now I'm seeing our email for, there was an email that went out today from Plainfield Harvest. So, It says DNA Active Outfitters will have packets available during normal business hours starting Tuesday the 22nd.
Oh, so we're not going to start till next week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess they're just going to sit back there till Tuesday, but yeah, they're already there. So yeah, Tuesday through probably Saturday, I'm guessing you can get them. And then Sunday, you'll have to get it at the race. But yeah, we're open 10 to 8 during the week, 10 to 6 on Saturday. And I guess you don't really need to worry about Sunday. So that's the race day.
Yeah. We are excited, and I'm not getting any more questions coming through from the group.
Oh,
I have like a group text message, so I just sent them one just in case anybody wanted to hear anything on the recording.
cool.
But nobody is coming through with any, so we appreciate your last minute advice and expertise, and look forward to seeing you all at the race next Sunday. Can't believe it kind of crept up on us real quick here, and I'm just excited that they are still finding a way to have us do it in person. I've
Yeah, that's awesome.
the virtual races, and it's not the same.
Yeah, I know. It's not the same. Well, yeah, good luck to your team, and we will definitely see you guys out there and cheer you on when you're coming into the finish.
All
All
right.
right, see you there.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
And we'll there. Oh, bye, Henry. And the rest of the group will get to see the recording here, so they'll get to see your advice for us, and we appreciate you taking the time out for us. So.
All right, see you guys. See you on race day and at pack and pickup.
All right, have a good night.
See ya.